2. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live stream. I will be today chatting with one and only Mr. Pekka Olkkonen, and known as Mr. Pexi. Sexy Pexi. All right, he's the guitar player of a Finnish band, well-renowned Finnish band called Stam1na, and he's a fellow Ibanez artist as well. And we will have a great discussion today. So please join in and talk with us a little bit about the music and a musician's life and how the music things work out and how do we play music and how do we make music and all these kind of things. So welcome, Mr. Pexi. Here we go. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing just fine.
That is brilliant. How have you been? How has been 2020 for you? How is 2021 treating you? What are you up to these days?
Well, that's gonna be a long answer, but let's keep it a short one. So, well, the usual, playing the gigs that we are able to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then, well, you know how it goes. And when there's no gigs, there's no money. So, I actually started my private psychology practice
Right.
Last year to get
Wow.
some income. But
Right.
also it was time to get back on a track with my other profession.
Right. So you're
And
talking about
then
psychology, right? So would you like to explain as well,
yes,
like how? I mean, we know you mostly as a musician, and most of the people might not know what you're talking about here. So that would be cool for them to know. What exactly did you mean by that?
yeah, sure.
Right.
Well, I have other profession besides music, so I'm graduated psychologist.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
graduated
awesome.
in 2008
Wow.
uh, from University of Helsinki, and since then I actually did work as a psychologist like 4 years uh, during the also being in Stam1na the whole time.
Right. Right.
So it was kind of busy life because I didn't have any spare days.
That must have been hard, right? Like
Yeah,
24/7
yeah,
kind of a work, right? And being a
yeah,
psychologist is definitely not easy.
yeah. It's hard work, and
Right.
you have to be mentally in good shape to do that work, to being able to help others.
Precisely.
So it was kind of difficult because I was working as a psychologist
Right.
from nine to five,
Jeez.
from Monday to Friday, and then
Right.
on the weekends we did some gigs and
Right.
touring and studio stuff. So
Wow.
it got really difficult. So I decided to uh, take a break from the psychology work and concentrate on music
Right.
only. And then I started my own business, Psykokitara,
Hmm.
and started giving guitar lessons. And then finally last year I got back on track with psychology work with my own practice. I'm working at home through internet, so
Well, that's pretty sweet.
it's been, yeah. So I'm um, working as psychologist maybe one day or days a week,
Right.
and otherwise concentrating on music like it was before.
Right.
It's been
Well,
working quite well.
that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. At least, this is the best thing that is in this kind of pandemic situation has been that of course we can work remotely through internet as well, or remotely meaning we don't have to be face to face in order to do a lot of stuff like the way we are doing right now, right?
Yeah,
Even though we have our studio spaces, well, right, you're right there. I mean,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
actually, I just left the building.
right, exactly. Oh yeah, Pexi, sexy Pexi has left the building, and he went to get online to be on the chat with us, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you for coming by. We have been talking about it since a long time. I think it's been nearly nearly 9 months, or probably when I started to do all this stuff, and I was like, hey, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, and now finally we got the chance to do it.
Yeah.
But talk about like 2020. Recently you guys have released an album, which is absolutely phenomenal in that sense that, you know, there's a lot of, like, the work is getting out. That is great stuff, you know. So it's not like that these kind of situations, or the pandemic situation has put most of the musicians back, for sure. But then again, like, people when see that the bands like you guys have released the album as well, that just gives hope that, hey, we can keep on going, you know. That's all right, let's keep on going, and um, all is gonna be well. So congrats on that, first of all. And
Thank you.
I wanted to know that, how was the process like? How do you guys work on an album? What goes through?
Yeah, actually, that was we were quite lucky because the pandemic didn't interfere any of our plans during the. So
That is great.
we got into studio right on time, like we were
Right,
planned to do.
right,
But mostly our albums take maybe 2 years to write the material to
right.
get enough decent songs to record an album,
Hmm.
and we're doing demos at home in our home studios.
Right.
There's three main composers in our band. I'm
Hmm.
doing some of the songs, and Hurda, the singer, is writing a bunch of songs, and also our bass player Kaikka.
Nice.
And that's I think that's really good for
Right.
our band because it makes the material quite rich because there's three composers who have their
Definitely.
own unique styles.
So
And
does it
also
work
the
like
first,
this, that you three kind of like sometimes do a song together, or you three have three different separate songs that you work kind of like later on?
we normally have separate songs that
All right.
we kind of try to uh, finalize as far as we can get at
Right.
home, and then we'll listen to all of the songs and decide uh, together which ones will be like rehearsed with
Right.
our band of the band members, and then we're just recording production demos in our record rehearse place, and then finally we have something like 10 or 12 songs that will make to the album. And actually this time we didn't have the opportunity to rehearse as much as we would like to because
Right.
the borders were closed. So and
Right.
we have our rehearse place. It was during that time. It was in Lemmy, where
Hmm.
the band was formed.
Right.
So we had to do YouTube videos of the songs to so the riffs to other guys that okay,
Right.
this the riff. It goes like
And
this,
this
and
goes like, yeah, yeah. Right. Right. Right.
yeah, and that was the first time. And actually, it's pretty good because now we have the videos that we can learn the songs from.
Oh yeah, exactly. Go back at it and, you know, go like, ah, yeah, oh, this part went like that, because that was the other thing that has been definitely the case with
Yeah,
me as well. That if I don't record
yeah, but
things,
yeah, but it's I think the songs from the new album they're been around like maybe 2 years or something, and
right?
then we rehearsed almost the whole summer for the studio, and then we
Nice.
were in studio almost the whole of the March. Sorry, October, November,
November.
in November.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Nice. Cool. Okay, you guys just
and
did a live stream show as well, right?
yeah, it was like the release gig for that
Right.
album.
Right. How did that plan came about? Like, did you guys decide it already in 2020 that hey we could do it, or it just was spontaneous that hey okay well let's
Yeah, there was, of course, there was the whole tour planned.
right
And when we get the album out, we're supposed to do gigs every week during this springtime. But
hmm
obviously they are all cancelled, so we had to do something because one just can't release an album and let it
right
there. So
definitely
at least we got that one show that we actually played the whole album from front to back.
right
Then some encore songs from
right
our other albums, and it was pretty cool. It was really professionally like organized. It looked and sounded really good.
yeah, that's
There
pretty
was
sweet. Yeah,
all the
it looked
screens and
to what I've seen it looked great indeed.
yeah.
Indeed. So how
But
was that
that you
experience? Have you done this kind of thing before ever? Like,
yeah, we've done two live gigs, stream gigs
right.
before, and it's really we don't like it. Let's be honest.
I was just going to
We don't
say, like,
like it,
how is the experience? How would you put it? Because I haven't done a live stream show ever. So I mean, I do live
okay, you
streaming,
haven't. So
yeah, but like I haven't done a live stream
yeah,
show,
but
so I
it's
don't know how it would feel like.
well, you can imagine if there's no audience, then where's the interaction?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of feels like you have to make an act,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's really weird, and hopefully that was the last time.
Hopefully,
Because
yeah. Hope so that the things get better over the summer and
yeah,
then
yeah.
afterwards.
Well, stream shows are definitely missing a big part.
Right. Right. Now, talk about like the most important thing is today that I would love to know about you much more, which is that where did Pexi's musical venture started? How did it happen? At what age did you realize that, hey, wait a minute, I want to be a musician? Where did it all
Well,
start from?
yeah, actually, well, none of my parents are musicians. They are,
Mhm.
but actually, my mom used to play the piano
Right.
when she was little girl,
hmm
and actually, she told that she had won this like competition in school that where they uh, they write their own songs.
Oh,
So
wow. Oh, wow.
I
So,
guess that she had some creativity in her at
right.
least. And my father also used to sing in this kind of church choir. How do you
Right.
say it?
Nice.
But they listen to music a lot.
Right.
Finnish hit music and also like ABBA and
Oh,
this
yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
really good music. Also,
Right. So they did
luckily,
like the neighbors at that time, right?
sorry.
Meaning Abba, they liked the neighbors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then I started to listen music when I was quite young, and I used to do this thing that you probably remember C cassette players,
Of course.
like
Indeed.
radios with C cassettes. So I used to find these American stations
Mm-hmm.
and just record just random songs on a C
Right.
cassette, and then one day I I happened to pick up Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine," and
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with that song. I didn't
Right.
know which band it was, what the song was, what they were singing about, but I really liked that song.
Right.
And just a few years later, my bigger brother started to listen Guns N' Roses, and then I realized that okay, so this is the band, this is the
yeah.
song.
Mhm.
I'm really liking this band. So Guns N' Roses was the first band that I really got into.
Right.
And during the same time, we got our aunt's Landola guitar, this nylon string guitar.
Mhm.
We found it from our grandmother's place, and my aunt told us that we could get the guitar
Right.
and bring it back with us at home.
Right.
And then we just started to play with that. And um, at the same time, I was something like 10 years old. I
Right.
saw one of my idols, like this bigger guy, like 5 years older than me, who I was idolizing.
Mhm.
He was playing guitar and singing.
And who would that be?
That's Mika Heikka.
Okay.
He was
Right.
actually my first guitar teacher.
Right.
And when I saw him on stage, I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I want to do. And then
Right.
I asked him to teach me some guitar, and he said yes, of course, and took some lessons with him. And actually, this guy Mika, he had taken lessons with Jussi Hyrynen, who has taken lessons from Peter Lerche from Helsinki. So
Right.
it all boils down to that kind of material.
Right. Right. Right.
And then and playing few years, and actually our drummer Kake was in the same class
Right.
in schools. So we started around fourth grade. We started to play together. He was playing the drums and I played the guitar.
Nice.
And a few years later, I got to know Hyrde, and he is a year older. So
Right.
I just got my courage and told him that I know that you're listening to heavy metal like I am. I think we should
Join
should
forces.
yeah, join forces
Right.
and make this band thing happening. And
Wow.
since there we'll be playing together.
Right.
And actually, Hyrde was playing the drums and singing like Remu.
Nice. All
We were playing
right.
covers like Metallica and Sepultura and this kind of stuff. And my cousin was playing the bass.
Right.
But then we noticed that Kake was so much better drummer than Hyrde, so
Right.
he switched to a guitar and continued the singing stuff, and it's been just progressing from there.
Right. Right. And this is related to that. Like, and now the interesting question actually just has been asked. By the way, people, you are more than welcome to ask any questions. I'll randomly pick few questions that I'm able to ask Pexi as well in the chat, from the chat. So this is one related to your guitar influences now. Gunzi, or I think Gunzi has asked you a question. Who are your most recent guitar influences? That's a good question because we were just getting at it.
Yeah, most recent. Okay. Well, let me think.
Tough question, huh?
Yeah, yeah. But, I would say Emil Werstler is one of the newest guys that I've been listening to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's really he's got his own style. Who
Right.
else?
Right. Hmm.
That's a hard one.
Yes. Yes. It can be. It can be. But who had been the most influenced guitar player for you that has made you and shaped you? Like, of course, Guns N' Roses was the starting point, right?
Yeah, and the Slash was the first Guitar
Of
Hero that I had, of course.
right. But
And then
along the way, where you started picking up different, styles, you were like, okay, this, that.
yeah, well, I have to say Steve Vai because
Mhm.
uh, I've known their name from like the first guitar lessons that I had when
Mhm.
I was 11.
Right.
I asked my my teacher, who is the best guitarist in the world, and he said Steve Vai is probably the
Wow.
best.
Right.
And then I heard his stuff, and I didn't like it
At first.
at that point. But
Mm-hmm.
then hearing Sex and Religion when it was released, it was really good album, and also the singing of Devin Townsend.
Right.
I was sold.
Oh yeah. Exactly. So I mean, like
But I would say,
along the way.
I would say Steve Vai because I still like his playing. That's what probably where I got the most of my influences. There's a lot of other guitarists that I've ripped off, but
Right.
Steve is probably one of the biggest.
Right. I get it. Now, regarding the guitars, now guitar related question as well. How did Ibanez play a role with you? Since how long have you been with Ibanez, and why did you choose Ibanez? Was it because of Steve as well?
Yeah, and actually, well, my first real guitar was Charvel Model
Right.
3. Then I had one Jackson JDR 94 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just look at my guitar heroes. Every one of them were playing Ibanez.
Right.
So I just bought my first RG when I was 17, and since
Right.
then I've actually owned all of my guitars are Ibanez guitars.
Wow.
I've had some other brands, just few other guitars, but at this point I have only Ibanez guitars.
Right.
And then we started to working together with Levytukku, which is the distributor in Finland around 2005, I think. And
Right.
2008, I was contacted by Nick Sajama from Ibanez, and he was saying that he liked our band, and was really thankful that we are using Stam1na drums and Ibanez guitars, and he was just kindly asked if there's something that he could do to help out our band, to help us out, and we started to the official endorsement, and I got to design the one custom guitar that I have, and it's still my main guitar.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
It's 7-string.
Right, but you wouldn't have it right now with you to showcase it.
No, it's at our rehearse place, because that's the one I use when we rehearse the stuff and play live.
Right. So now getting away from the instrument as particularly guitar, what are the other instruments that you were able to play?
Well, not much.
Okay.
I have a piano.
Right.
It's upstairs from you. But it's like I can't play any songs. It's just I'm trying to write music with that.
Right.
It's just a compositional tool for me.
Right. But like I have seen you at least doing some backing vocals.
Yeah, I can sing a bit.
Right.
But not like Hyrde.
Right. So you wouldn't consider yourself the singer, but like more like supporting voice.
Yeah, I can pull off some karaoke, and I'm able to stay on a note, and maybe do some harmony, but that's it.
All right. So now, as you have already said, spilled the beans regarding the karaoke. What's the favorite karaoke song? What is the one that Pexi goes like, okay, noni, nyt?
Yeah, we go way back to ABBA.
Oh.
ABBA and Dancing Queen. It's the real deal.
Now, is it something to do with some alcohol involved, then doing ABBA, or no alcohol, then doing ABBA, and then alcohol something else?
Well, usually they go hand in hand, but I don't need I
Yeah,
don't need any alcohol to sing up, but it's
right,
it's it's
right,
always a pleasure.
right, right. But what happens when the alcohol is there? Which song comes up?
Well, the singing gets worse.
All right. Okay. But yeah, okay. All right.
Maybe the show gets slightly
Yeah.
better.
Right. Well, that's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. Now, talking about away from karaoke, like in the same realm. Now, who is the party guy in the band?
I would say Hyrde.
Wow, being the front man and the party man. That's like, okay. That's tough spot he is in right
Yeah,
there. Wow. Okay. So, talk about now the party thing. What's the best tour that you can remember? Including party or not including the party, but like the best tour that you can recall and say like, hey, damn, this was something special that has put us to in on the map or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, that have to be some of those European tours that we've done,
Right.
and I would say the first one we did with Insomnium,
Right.
because we were younger. We were
You
we were
still
young.
look young, man.
Yeah, I'm 40, but
Still
that
young, man.
this was like I don't know, maybe 5, 6. I can what was the year? Can't remember, but
Right.
more than 5 years ago, when
Right.
we were partying harder than nowadays, and
Right.
we had something like 25 gigs in a row. So
Oh
if you
wow.
party every night, so it's gonna be
Tough on you.
it's hard work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it was good fun.
Right. Right. I bet. I bet.
I
I
I
bet.
I have good memories from that tour bus.
What is the craziest memory that comes which you want to share? The shareable
Well,
crazy memory.
there was there were also this third band, Italian band, Fleshcard Apocalypse, which is great band, great guys,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't party as much as the Finnish guys, obviously. And there's also this girl,
Right.
woman in that band,
Uh-huh.
Veronica, and
Right.
unfortunately he got to see a lot of pippelis.
Ta-da! Well, they're
And,
touring with
and
two Finnish bands. What do you expect?
yes,
Right.
and actually, we got this title,
Right.
Forest of Pippelis.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So it's not just one tree, or it's forest.
Right. I'll leave the viewers to really research on what Pexi has just explained. We leave the mystery to you guys now so that,
Yeah.
the Google can get more clicks on Pippeli. Yeah. But okay, talking about that tour, which or any tour actually per se in that sense, what is the craziest gig around a tour that you can recall? Now, I'm not. Let's say you can include the festivals as well, but the craziest one that you go like, holy jeez.
Well, of course, there's this really, really like really good memories, experiences, like playing on the main stage in Tuska few years back with Anna Eriksson. There's just unbelievable experiences. But the one I like to mention is a few years back when we were touring in Poland
Mm-hmm.
with Bob Malmström and I Ratface, I recall. And
I see.
then we had and then we had this one gig
Mm-hmm.
in this like empty building that was burnt. And then there was this small stage,
Right.
and we just look at the stage and okay, we're gonna use this all of the instruments, all of the backline that these locals have. We are not we are not getting our stuff here. We're not getting our gear here.
Oh wow!
So
Right.
we
Yeah.
played. Well, Kake played with I don't know what brand those drums were, but it was a mess. And the lightning the the lightning on stage was
Right.
horrible. It was really dark. And during that gig, I managed to fall on the drums twice.
How did you do that? How did you do
Well,
that?
I had uh, the keyboard player's Emil's monitor
Right.
was behind me, and
Right.
then of course we were using some local amps.
Mm.
I was trying to get my volume up that I could hear what I was doing, what I was playing,
Right.
and the stage was dark. I didn't see the monitor, so I just stepped on it and fell on the drums. And Kake was just looking at me. What
Like.
the fuck are you doing? And then it happened again. I
Oh
forgot that
wow!
there was this monitor,
Wow!
and you should have seen the face on Kake. It was just
Like, dude, once was already enough. Like, what the hell? The second time? Like, are you kidding me?
yeah,
Oh wow! Oh wow!
yeah.
Okay. So that's like the other question I already had, the most problematic show that I wanted to know about. So probably this is the one.
Yeah, and yeah, I would say that
Right.
that was really. I will remember that gig for rest of my life
I
for sure.
bet. Yeah.
Also there's battle scars on my guitar because
Oh wow.
I fell on the drums,
Because of that.
guitar
Right.
parts, and
Oh man.
yeah.
Oh man. Right. I can imagine this thing as well. Okay, now like among the tour mess ups, what is the least favorite country of yours to tour in?
Least favorite. That's really hard because
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Okay, let's not talk about the crowd wise. Let's talk about logistics. Let's talk about venues. Let's talk about catering or things like that. Around that.
well, I guess the like the worst catering and uh, backstage uh, areas are they've been in Finland.
Really?
I'm not gonna mention which venues, but there's this one venue that they had
Do I know the venue?
probably you know that,
Okay.
but
Okay.
they had this idea that uh, band and the crew will survive if you just give them bread and apples.
Bread and apples.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was the catering for the band.
Bread and apples. What the
And after
what
that,
the hell?
and yeah, and after that we said to our uh, oh I can't
Agent?
remember. Yeah, agent that we're not gonna go there anymore.
No
They are on
wonder.
the blacklist. We're not going there anymore.
Oh wow.
But I guess the organizer, the guy or girl who organized the gigs,
Right.
they are changed or something else because we have played there since then. But it
Yeah.
was really weird experience.
I can just I can imagine. I can imagine. Now related to that, now Syndicated here in the chat has asked a question long time back, which I'm gonna bring. You know the guy as well, Mika Ringman, of course.
Yes.
So he's in the chat right there and he's asking a question. I heard a rumor that at some point Stam1na were eating vegetarian food on the tour. are you omnivorous, or did the vegetarian stuff take you? What? Did the vegetarian stuff take you with it? Or did you take the vegetarian stuff with you on a tour? Maybe that's what he's trying to ask.
Yeah, there are two vegan guys in our band, Emil and Kaika, and
Right.
sometimes they have to bring their own food or buy their own food.
Okay. Right. Interesting. Well, that's one hell of a weird question, Mika, because I am a vegetarian as well, and I've toured all over, especially in Russia, where I had to send the fucking food like 3 times back because they didn't understand what vegetarian means. So I can understand the pain, but I didn't know that. Okay, the two guys are there and Sta1na as well, like vegetarians. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
think nowadays
and
it's more common.
yeah, and I think there have been issues with vegetarian food in Finland also,
Oh yeah.
but it's
Oh yeah.
getting
Oh yeah.
better. It's getting better.
Oh yeah. Has been quite interesting. I had to live on apple and bread sometime as well. Okay, next question. So, talking about the tours in that case, some mishap that you would remember that has happened with your guitar. Now, you told about the mishap that has happened, of course, you falling off on the drum set, but something guitar-wise. Have you broken a string right in the middle of right in the middle of a solo, or then starting the solo and broken the string, or something?
Yeah, probably, but it's so rare.
Right.
I hardly ever break the strings. Mm, but there's this one thing that happened in Tallinn.
Right.
We were playing in this club, Tupper.
Mm-hmm.
During the guitar solo, can't remember which song it was. Hyrde got behind me, got on his knees and bite me from my ass.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah. He just bit
Okay.
me, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then maybe missing few notes, and then I wanted to revenge, and I started to chase him with my guitar and just trying to hit him with the neck.
Right.
And of course, there was this pointy point of the string that was coming out,
Yeah.
and then I managed to cut his arm, and blood was all over, and actually we had to use vodka to clear the cut.
Holy shit.
But it was the whole arm was just
Right. Oh
bloody.
man. That must have been heavy.
Well, that's one. Yeah,
Damn
that's
it.
one thing that guitar related.
Right. Oh, damn it. Like that always is the worst part. I can totally understand. Now, okay, coming to the point of the guitars, I wanted to actually know which strings of the guitar are you using?
Uh,
Which strings
we
have you
are using deer strings,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and it's like a 10 to 46, but because we are using drop D, then I'm gonna sweep the 46 to 52, and then the low E, which is dropped to A, is 65. So it's pretty heavy.
Right.
But
65. Right.
it's really 65.
Right.
And the tuning that we're using is drop D plus drop A. So
Right.
the lowest note is A.
Right. So
And then we
basically
have
just completely
5
drop down from the standard.
Yeah, and then we have five strings that are in standard tuning.
Right.
The top 5.
Right. Exactly. Okay. And what about the guitar picks? What are the picks that you use?
Well, actually, I changed. This is weird because I never changed my picks. I've been playing with jazz trees like 15 years, 20 years.
Right.
And just last year I changed to these. These are XL jazz trees,
Oh, right. Okay.
but the same pointy head and
Right.
the same shape, but this is a little bit bigger.
Right. Right.
So this is what I'm using nowadays.
Okay. But you have always used kind of Jazz 3 and you've stuck with Jazz 3s.
Yeah,
Right.
and actually before I knew about jazz trees, I used to cut the pointy head with scissors.
Right. With which picks?
Whichever I got my hands on.
Right.
Just normal picks, but I did the pointy head by myself.
Mm-hmm. So you like sharp picks.
Yeah.
But have you tried other picks which are sharper than Jazz 3?
Uh, maybe some, but
Right.
I when I get when I started to use jazz trees, I didn't look any further, and this
Right.
just
You're just sticking with them.
that yeah.
Right.
I'm sure there are better at least
Right.
better sounding picks, but I'm going with this.
Yeah, but they just work for you, right? Exactly. So what about the guitar
Yeah,
pickups? Which
and,
pickups are you?
but of course, I'm using other picks when I'm playing acoustic. So
Right.
I'm playing the acoustic with normal pick that is thinner.
Right. Right. I understand. What about now the pickups? Which pickup brand are you with? Or you're using? Do you use different brands or you're
Uh,
sticking with one brand?
well, most of my guitars have DiMarzios,
Right. Mhm.
and I rarely change them. I've changed the bridge pickup in my custom. It used to be Evolution 7, but I changed it to Crunch Lab 7. So it's the John Petrucci model 7-string
Yeah.
bridge pickup.
Right.
Just because it worked better with my amp.
Right.
I was using Mark 5, actually Mark 5 at the time, so it was kind of the match.
Right. What about the touring equipment? I mean, do you tend to take the amps and cabs with you, or you use the backline, whatever is provided to you at the festivals, or are you in the digital world in that sense of Kemper, XFX, or
But we are using like real amps
right?
still.
Mhm.
So when we're touring in Finland, I have Laney Ironheart. It's only 50 watt.
Mm-hmm.
The rack mounted
I see.
tube amp, and then we are both guitarists. We've been using these Palmer speaker simulators over 10 years for
I
now.
see.
So there's no there's no mics.
Right.
So just speaker simulators and the amp, and then just few pedals like wah and delay, just the basic stuff. And our other guitarist Hurde, he has Palmer power amp, and then
Right.
this preamp that is modeled by 5150, which is made by our guitar tech Yuri.
Oh wow.
But
Okay.
it's analog, so it's
Right.
some circuits. I don't know how he made it.
For me as
and
well,
then
that thing goes
we
over the
are
head. Right.
yeah, and if we're touring outside Finland, then we're using actually these Russian pedals that are modeling like TV amps or whatever amps. They're working really good. And then there's just a pedal that we get the sound from, and it's analog also. And then there's DI box, so you can go straight straight to the mixing table and get the good sound.
Right.
And we're using the both me and Hyrde are always using in-ear monitors, so there's no need for a cabinet.
Definitely. Right.
And usually I bring 2 guitars. They are same tuning that we always use, and
Right.
the other one is from 90. It's this green and black Universe, one of the first ones. Really good guitar, one of the best 7-string necks I've ever played.
Oh, okay. I gotta try it out then. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been my backup guitar and also warm-up guitar for many
Right.
years.
If I remember it correctly, when you guys were in, we all went together. That was the best thing ever. Like 5 Finnish bands going to 70,000 tons of metal. At least we came all back together, right? It was you guys. It was Omnium Gatherum. Was it
Control.
Omnium Gatherum, Fintroll, us, and then
Yeah.
exactly. So 5 bands. It's like it was a crazy mess. It was a Finnish festival on the way back.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I saw you. I noticed you had some case of the guitars. What was it? What's the case that you use? Because we had Dixon's, right?
Yeah.
Scott Dixon's.
Case makers.
Case makers, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have the 2-unit case and 3-unit case, and and actually with even 3 guitars in that case, it's probably in the ballparks that you can take on broad.
Right, exactly. That's
on a plane.
23 kilograms because our Dixon's, like for instance,
like that.
right?
It may go few kilos
up
above that.
Yeah, because of the 7 strings.
Yeah, but it's you can easily carry it with one arm.
That's good, right?
3 guitars.
Hey, yes,
so
in your case, you can easily carry with one arm. Definitely. So that's yeah, that's understandable.
But the case makers' cases are really light.
Right. Because I'd been thinking about like, well, we had the Dixon cases, but of course we're not touring anymore at the moment, obviously. So those are done. But later on, we are thinking of something else as well. Have you looked into? Are you going to stick with the case makers, or you're thinking of in the future when you guys start touring to have something else?
I guess we're sticking with case maker cases because they're
just working for you, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Because I mean, before Wintersun as well, I kind of like never needed the cases as well with me, the dual, because I never had to carry like this way touring that we have done with Wintersun, basically. So I never thought about having a case like that, traveling case. It was usually just like the dual guitar case, shoulder pack, ready to go, then blah blah blah, and things were done. Or then the separate cases, just tape them the old school way, open them, and then right. But now let's see. I mean, there are quite many companies that is becoming a competitive market as well. There are a lot of companies which are doing phenomenal jobs. So let's see on that. But Casemaker has done quite many cases for us. Besides, not we didn't do anything with the guitar cases, but we have used. There are a lot of cases to build up the racks for the tours.
Yeah.
So are you using that company for that as well?
I think we have only ordered these cases for instruments or keyboards also. But I can't say any bad things about them. They work really good, really well.
Right. Now, touring. What's the plan? Where does Stam1na reside at the moment in this 2021? When are you guys getting on stage again? Well, I mean, you guys have already had plans after the album release to do things, but as we all know how the pandemic situation has smacked on our faces once again that, we had to cancel a lot of shows, which I believe you guys had to actually cancel the tour.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But
what is the
really,
plan?
hopefully we're getting on stage really soon. We have some gigs coming up next month, and some rumors have that we could be able to pull them off because they are outside gigs and there's just limited space for the audience. So that could happen,
Right,
like in next month.
right.
And
And where would
so we're
that
looking
be?
forward to that would be in Jyväskylä, Lutakko.
Right. Oh yeah.
We played there last year. It was the Lipan alla, under the hood. I don't know what you call it, but it was
I get your
outside
point. Yeah.
Lutakko, just on the like a yard.
Under the terrace roof or
Yeah,
art,
yeah,
tent
exactly.
roof or whatever it's called. People, if you know
Yeah,
it, please write it in the
under
chat.
the roof, but outside. Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
we might have those gigs coming next month, but
Cool.
hopefully we get to play as many summer festivals as possible. We have the whole summer booked, so
Yeah.
hopefully, and then after that we should have the Viimeinen Atlantis 10 years anniversary show in Helsinki Jäähalli Ice Hockey Hall. So
Right.
that would be great. We postponed it from last year. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
It's fun.
huge.
It's gonna be huge, of course, definitely, because of course
Well,
when the gates open,
uh,
everybody wanna
yeah,
be there.
a lot of quests, guests and big production and playing the whole album.
Right. Right. That's gonna be fun. That's one event to be part of. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Talk about favorite song that you love to play live. Stam1na song.
Well, that depends. It could change from night to night.
Correct.
But I would say Viisi laukausta päähän. Viisi laukausta is probably always quite fun to play. It's so full of energy.
Right. I get it. Now this is related to the whole song question. One of the moderators of my YouTube and my Twitch channel has particularly asked, and that's Tinks here, have particularly asked about the lyrics. How would that be available in English? Do you guys plan to do something about it? That you release, English translated lyrics somewhere, the official form? Or do you guys have any plans to do something with the English language?
I think Hyrde has done some translations and like explaining what are the lyrics about. But I think it was on our forum, which has been down for years now. So I'm not sure if we get the right forum for that. I think Hyrde would be interested in sharing some light on his lyrics.
Right. Just exactly regarding that, he writes all the lyrics.
Yes.
Right. So he has all the vision for where the things are going and what's happening. Or do you guys have some discussions as well that get influenced that, okay, well, this could be something that we could talk about? Or
no, not really. I know that Hyrde has used Emil, the keyboard player, to get some bounce back some ideas. I know that they've been doing some co-writing, but all of the lyrics are made by Hyrde. So I think he has got some ideas from Emil, maybe.
Right. Nadia is saying here just a translation in English in the CD booklet would be great.
Okay.
Right? Suggestions coming
Yeah,
in.
we'll think about that. It's too late for our new album, but
Precisely.
maybe maybe next time.
Exactly. Maybe you can release just a package with English translation of all the lyrics. There's going to be a book. That could be something to think
Yeah.
about. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But on the same note, now Eddie1504 has a question. Are there any future plans to play all the songs from your new album? Again, like you did in the latest online gig, because it was such an amazing show, even through the PC screen.
Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we have to wait 10 years, then it's gonna be this album anniversary, and we are getting older and older. I don't know. Maybe.
No, maybe it could be like a back-to-back show as well when the gates open, so to speak, for the
Yeah.
live audience.
Because of course the whole album is meant to be listened from first song to the last song. So it's meant to be this kind of whole experience,
Right.
piece of art. So it's really, we can do that. I can imagine it.
Right. Right. I understand. What would you say is the biggest market of Stam1na besides Finland? Which would be the next country?
Well, I would have to say Japan.
What?
Because
surprise,
we've only
surprise.
played there three gigs, four
Right.
gigs, maybe 4 gigs.
Yeah.
But they've been so successful, and that the crowd there and the diehard fans there, they are singing in Finnish. They have learned Finnish, and you know how that works. So
exactly. That's crazy.
you know that they love everything from Finland.
Correct. I was just going to say
and
that.
even better if the band sings in Finland.
Exactly. So it's like even more like yay. It's quite crazy, but that people can't imagine like Japan being the country that is more closest to like Finland in that sense. And there's a Finnish festival that happens as well there, where there are only Finnish bands that play there. So it's like it's damn crazy, and it's packed. It's jam packed.
Yeah,
so it's very, very impressive in that sense that Finland has made a mark in Japan in that way. It's super exciting in that sense.
If you just get one tenth of a percent from that era, because there are like how many million people living there. So, so
that's already more than Finland.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a small percent on that population it's enough.
Yeah, exactly. Should be already like it's totally fine in that sense, right? Exactly. Now, your favorite country that you would love to travel? Not for the music cases. Let's change from the music a little bit.
We did also few tours with Skalmerd.
Okay.
They are from Iceland. So
Iceland, indeed.
that would, because of the nature, I would like to travel there.
Right. Definitely, that's in my bucket list as well. I haven't been to Iceland yet, but every time I see something, like most of my friends have been to Iceland, and it's just like I'm in awe. Like that part of northern world is insane. So, what is your favorite favorite part about it? About Iceland? Volcanoes or just?
Well, like I said, maybe the nature. It looks so amazing, and
right.
I just would like to see it where it's actually everything is happening. And
have you seen the Will Ferrell's movie? The what was the name of that like Eurovision movie? Uh,
I haven't. I know the movie, but I haven't seen it.
you gotta see it. If you if
Yeah,
you if you're into comedy and if you like that guy, I love the
yeah,
guy. I'm a huge
yeah.
fan.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
oh man, that guy, Ron Burgundy for me, top of the line. Nothing
Yeah,
beats that. Nothing beats that.
yeah. Super funny. We've been watching that
Right.
on tour bus.
Oh wow.
Probably most of the Will Ferrell movies.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, now the people are saying like worst movie ever. Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree. I agree.
Right. So that is where Iceland is very profound in that sense.
Okay. Well,
Right.
I have to see.
You're gonna definitely check it out. Okay. Besides music, what are your hobbies? I mean, of course, being a psychologist already takes a lot of your time,
Well,
but
that's not really a hobby.
yeah, that's what I meant. Like, besides music as being like completely doing your work and then doing the work, which is your work as well. Like, what are your
Yeah.
hobbies? Where do you release yourself?
Well, I like to work out.
Right.
I also have a dog that wants to go out every day,
Mm-hmm.
many times a day. So he's making sure that I get enough movement,
Right.
and that's about it. I'd like to keep myself in good shape
Right.
and
And you
also
and you
during the winter
cycle.
time.
You cycle a lot.
Yeah, I cycle all my well, most of my traveling around Helsinki I do by bike.
Mm-hmm.
And also during the winter time I like to play ice hockey. It's good fun.
Ah,
And
so in
it
ice
takes
hockey, what
many
are
many
you?
many many hours a night if you get the bug biting you. And this was really good winter for that, so that we got all the outdoor rings,
Right.
so there
So
was enough
what are you in the
minus
ice
degrees.
hockey?
Uh,
I'm not a big ice hockey guy, so
I
I
like
don't know. I have played
yeah
only in the
I
PlayStation, I'm not.
yeah I play the right wing, so
Hmm?
I'm trying to score goals.
Aha. All right. Oh, that's interesting. One day I should try that
Actually,
out then.
we have this ice hockey team, Jose Leso, and
Okay.
we actually managed to get third place in this uh, World Championship uh, ice hockey of rock and roll.
Damn. What the hell? That's
Yeah, yeah.
excellent. Wow.
2 years ago.
Right.
Obviously, this was just few Finnish teams
Right.
participating, but still,
Still. Wow. Oh, congratulations. That's something.
yeah. Thanks.
Well, next time there's a match or something like that, you gotta invite me because I have never even actually seen a proper ice hockey match. I have seen a couple of
Well,
them.
you won't be seeing that in our game, but
Why is that so?
it's really like a beer league.
Aha. Okay. Oh, damn. So I would not have the fun of the real ice hockey match.
Yeah, you
Like,
have to see some NHL or something.
right. Because that's what the guys did when we ended the US tour. Yuka, our bass player and our sound engineer, they actually went to an ice hockey game in New York.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that's the real thing. That's
right,
what you want to see. That's what you want to
okay,
experience. And
right,
I've never seen NHL game,
right,
so that's on my bucket list also.
right, right.
That's one of my dreams.
Nice, nice. So you are an ice hockey guy in that sense, if that is the bucket list
Yeah, yeah.
right there.
I'm aware of the games and the teams, and
Right.
actually every morning I'm checking the highlights of the games.
Oh wow. Okay. ladies and gentlemen, there's the ice hockey freak there, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what you call dedication. Like, wow. All right. Well, that's pretty awesome. But are you a gamer, like video games, or do you have any interest board games, drinking
No,
games?
no, not really that either. I never owned um, like a PlayStation or any of
The
these
consoles, right?
consoles. No, of course I have Mac, but I
Right.
never got any into the game
Right.
world.
I see. I see. Your
And
gameplay
I
is
can
all what
see,
you do on
I
the
can,
guitar.
yeah, I can't see any like spare time that I would have. I know that they are super fun. I know they are really addictive. I would
Mhm.
definitely like to play, but I just I guess I don't want
Right? No, I get it.
enough. And actually, guys are always on the bus. They are playing Worms every
Worms,
waking hour. Yeah,
like the Worms Armageddon, like
they
the little ones.
yeah
Really?
the
That's awesome.
Worm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I've been a big
and
fan of it
they have
myself.
these. They have their own teams there, and at one time we were playing in Lemmy.
Mm-hmm.
They played the Worms game so much that the battery from our bus ran out. But the
Awesome.
bus stayed there. But
Oh, that's great.
uh, fortunately, fortunately, we were in Lemmy, so
Right.
there was this one local guy that got some bigger battery from a tractor or something, and they got the bus running.
Damn. Damn. Well, at least you guys kind of were able to get out of there finally, right? Oh man. Oh
Yeah,
man. So yeah, that's your taste in the games. I can understand that. That's totally fine.
and
That's totally fine.
I actually when I did play like PC games, I was into Doom and
Oh wow.
NHL '95. So
There you go.
it's
Hey,
way
and
back.
it actually NHL 95 is something that my guitar player in the Damnation plan, the guitar player and the drummer. Drummer is a geek on that. Like basically, he's a Penguins
Okay.
guy, big Penguins guy, and this is one of the things that I wanted to tell about here as well. I bet you would actually, if you were with me as well right now, you would face palm because first show on the US tour, we are in Philadelphia. Show ends, we're like throwing picks and like, cheering hands, shaking hands and, cheering everybody. And I just grabbed the microphone and the main microphone, of course, because else than that, every microphone would be turned off, right? So I grabbed the Yari's microphone from the stand and then I say like, Penguins rule. In Philadelphia. In Philadelphia.
You don't say that in Philadelphia.
Exactly. Exactly. I realized it later because Jarkko is a Penguins guy and I have been watching like all the Penguin stuff with him and so on. Like, so I completely forgot that it is not Philadelphia, Philadelphia is Sharks, correct? Or,
Flyers
oh, okay. This is how much
and
I know.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh, exactly. So for me, having Philadelphia
From
in the
the
mixture,
eastern side, but that still the wrong city
oh man, that was
or
so
the wrong team.
that was so bloody. Like on spot, I immediately wrote the Jarkko a message about it, and he was like, "Dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, what? Could you go out there and start apologizing? Because would they let you in the bus now? Like, you need to be super careful." I'm like, okay, then. Didn't know anything about it. But getting that to the NHL 95, they have this tournament, LAN parties, where they play this, every year. They have trophies, mini trophies that they share with each other. It's a crazy thing. You need to get hooked up with them. Like if you're a good NHL 95 player, yeah,
Maybe
you need to get to their place. Like,
sounds fun. Sounds fun.
yeah, so they have the Stanley Cup, like a proper one, like little one, and then every year they have the tournament with like 5, 6 guys. They bring their PCs together, and dude, what the hell?
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, yeah. And we were thinking actually one time to because I do a lot of Twitch streams as well, as you know. So, I do a lot of gameplays. And we were thinking to do that together sometime. But I was like, dude, that is like way beyond like something I would be able to play and be a champion at. Hell with that. I would be a joke, actually.
But if I remember correctly, it was kind of easy.
All right. Well,
There was this
ne-
just one movement that you always got the score.
hey, but that's against the bots, right? That's not against the real players. But if you're playing against the real players, maybe the ones who are winning the small Stanley Cups, they might know shit what to do. That might get
Yeah.
difficult. That might be difficult and a tough spot right there. But yeah, I mean, on the tour with Wintersun guys, I think the European tour that we did, both of them, the NHL 20, basically 2020, was being played, and I don't want to talk about it. I wasn't good at it at all. So those sports games are definitely not for me. But that's good to know. At least you definitely would like to play if there is a game, then it would be NHL.
Probably, yeah.
Right.
Or some car sports.
Car sports. Have you played some of them? Are you
Uh,
so
I guess Need for Speed.
right?
I don't know if that's a thing anymore, but they're
That's a
like a
good question. My biggest
they
first crush was Need for Speed 2.
yeah,
That was the hands down for me.
because uh, you have no other possibility to drive those cars. Something million
Unfortunately.
million years. So
It's better to drive them on the PC or,
yeah,
the
yeah,
controller. Yeah, yeah. Be safe with that kind of thing. So you're a
yes,
car guy as well.
yeah.
What's your favorite car? Or like, let's say, when you go, ooh, yeah.
Well, that's probably Porsche.
But which one?
Uh, 911, of course. That's the
Boxster. Right. Okay. Oldie Goldie. Which color?
yeah black.
Ah, okay.
Black
So,
black 911 would be my dream car.
right, ladies and gentlemen, now you have heard it. You know what to do. Start going to psychokitara.fi. Take all these guitar lessons. Let's get Pexi and 911. Especially in Finland. Oh my god, that would be like, right. Let's not even go there. That's like heavy stuff. Okay, getting to the ending point of the stream. Uh, what is your favorite band that you want to tour with in the future?
Well. I always dreamed that we could be opening for Children of Bodom again, since we did in the 90s.
Right.
But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say this newer band Vola.
All
Do
right.
you know the band?
I've heard the name. Yes, I think I've
Yeah,
heard the couple of songs as well, but I
yeah,
can't
maybe
put my finger on
maybe
it.
Denmark or Sweden or something. But
But they have
really,
pretty
really
good
good
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
really melodic and like this
Right.
progressive metal kind of thing. But I like it really much. So that would be great to join them on tour.
Definitely. Definitely. Talking about Children of Bodom, actually, today would have been Alexi's birthday. It is
Yeah,
actually Alexi's birthday.
42.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, it was a sad day. It's a pretty big hit in the Finnish world
Yeah,
and in the
yeah,
world of metal music overall. So it's pretty darn heavy stuff. God damn it.
yes, yes, definitely.
Right. Right. Now I'm gonna
Rest,
ask you a
rest in
very
peace.
sorry.
Rest in peace.
Indeed. Indeed. No doubt about it. And the new Bodum stuff is Bodum After Midnight. Pretty kick ass. pretty
Yeah,
kick-ass.
yeah,
Exactly. You
good
got
songs.
back to the Baldy times.
Yeah.
That was great stuff. Now I'm gonna ask you, as we are now finally coming to the last two questions that I have, and this is a fun question. This goes to all of my guests who have been coming to for nearly now about 10 months over Twitch, and I've started to do that now on YouTube. That all the guests come on YouTube and we do the similar kind of discussion. But this is where the things make it and break it. Like, that's like there are two different sides of things that happen. It's food related question, right? And it has to do with pizza. And it has to do with pineapple. It has to do that is it a yes on a pizza or no on a pizza?
Yes.
Ei saatana. Hey, of course, of course. I'm talking to a Finnish guy, so of course it's gonna be a yes. What else can we expect? That's
If I make pizza, I always put pineapple in it.
always.
Yes.
So you're the hardcore pineapple guy.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Why wouldn't you?
I am not. I am not. I am not. I love pineapple as it is, but not on a pizza. Not on a pizza.
Well, if
But
you combine two things that taste good, so why wouldn't it work?
no. Because they taste good by themselves. But no. No. Sometimes, after show food. Yeah, those are different stories, correct? When it comes to the pizzas in that sense. But anyways, now chat, clearly, like my community is kind of like crazy about these questions, right? Regarding the pineapple pizza and so on. We have a huge thing around it, surrounding about it. But now getting to the point of the ending of the stream, I have to thank you very much for giving this much time for us and coming to the show. And of course, I have future plans that we are able to do in the live stream world together because I'm going to make this one series, which is called Learning a Guitar Lick or a Riff from somebody, like all the guests that has been around as well. So you're more than welcome to do that, join that sometimes. But we have to plan it, and we'll definitely discuss about it
Yeah,
later.
of course.
So that
It
would
would
be
be really easy to arrange because I'm upstairs
exactly,
always.
exactly. That would be fun. That would be fun because I would love to learn some stuff from you and some certain techniques
Yeah,
because
me too.
it's a never-ending story. Like
Yeah,
we
I
keep
know.
on learning. It's absolutely for anybody that who thinks that yeah, I made it, now get out of here. No, it's like every
No,
day
you
a
can't.
new door opens. Every day a new
Yeah.
door opens. It's like what the hell? Just recently as well that I was checking out Wise stuff. Of course, you have seen the Vice video, right? Like one-handed
Yeah.
guitar
Yeah.
playing. Like, okay, that guy is not from this planet. There's certainty in that. So, learning new stuff is always welcome, and everybody should do that. And one of the things I wanted to tell the chat, the viewers, that definitely go to psychokitara.fi that you're able to see right underneath Pexi on the left side. His left arm, you are able to see the website right there. Go get some guitar lessons from Pexi. You can contact him there. And you can, I believe, people can contact you on all the social media platforms as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So he gives guitar lessons as well. So please do check that out. Now, what is the final message? Not the final message, but it's the message that you would like to give as a final uh, statement to the young musicians who are coming out in this hard time. They have just made their band, like 2020, they were like ready to rock the world. And bam, what would the message you would give to them?
Just hang in there, do your own stuff, write your own songs. Just if you you are doing your best and you're enjoying it, there's nothing that can go wrong. So continue even though there's no like immediate rewards. Just keep on doing your own thing, it will happen. So it happened to us also after 8 demo tapes.
Damn.
So if you haven't done 8 demo tapes in studio, then you're not ready.
Nothing happens by the magic just like that. You gotta keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's a pretty sweet message.
Exactly.
I have to certainly thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for giving your time. And I hope we are able to arrange. Yeah, more than welcome, man. We have been neighbors, and now we finally got to do this. Finally, which is awesome. And of course, would be cool to do that session, guitar learning session. That would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be certainly cool. And yeah, people definitely check out all the links of Sexy Pexi. You're able to, go ahead, support the band, buy the merch, buy the CDs. That's what we are relying on nowadays, unfortunately. Otherwise, the gates would have been open. We would have been on tours. So, support the band, support Pexi. Thank you once again, Pexi, for coming by. All the best to you. And we hopefully will be seeing us very soon for the next session.
Yeah.
Take care. We will see us soon. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah. Bye.